Effective dairy feed management is fundamental to the success of any dairy operation. By understanding nutritional needs, implementing best practices, leveraging technology, and considering environmental impacts, farmers can optimize feed efficiency, enhance cow health, and boost profitability.
Farming is a treasure. It's a gold. Especially the youths, let's do farming. It's a hidden treasure. My name is David Mushiri, farm manager Nakuru Girls High School. Diploma in animal production and also dairy technology. I'm universal both. But animal production, feeding, feed conservation, feed formulation. Yeah. To begin with, dairy feed management. Management basically means how do you get this thing done the way it is supposed to be done? How do you get this thing delivered in the best quality possible, right? Because a cow, you garbage in, you garbage out. So your consumers will definitely be affected. So dairy feed management, in a layman, if I may explain, basically means just managing or being sensitive of what you are giving to your animals. Yes, just being I don't know, conscious or aware, yeah, of what you are giving to your animals. Yeah.
Welcome to our comprehensive guide on dairy feed management, a crucial aspect of sustainable dairy farming. Effective feed management not only boosts milk production but also enhances herd health and farm profitability. In this narration, we'll explore the best practices, nutritional strategies, and the role of technology in optimizing dairy feed.
When you talk of a balanced diet, and it's a very good question, by the way, because I'm sure this is where most farmers get stuck. Yeah, a balanced diet in a dairy cow, if I may say, it's like that of a human being, right? You require vitamins, you require proteins, you require minerals, yeah, you require roughages or fiber, right? You require everything as far as micro and macro elements are required. The roughages, number one, they help in digestion. It is very vital in a cow. Remember, the digestion process of a cow is different from that of humans. Cows have 4 stomachs, and the digestion it's through the contraction and relaxation of the muscles of the rumen, of the omasum, of the omasum. You see, so that is when now the roughage comes in. At least it will hold the soft part of the feeds to be able to, for the animal to be able to extract the nutrients from them. The same with the proteins, the same with the minerals. Minerals, definitely everybody knows those comes in the aspect of bone formation, in the aspect of conception, because you may have an animal with abnormal stress. An animal is on heat, you serve, no conception. It could be a thing of the minerals, right? And one thing most of the farmers don't understand, feeding is, I don't give it during training, feeding head that 5%, feeding that 5%, health that 5%, genetics 20%, and then the ecological conditions 10%, 100% for you to be able to get the optimum production of an animal. Yeah? But for me, I give feeding 40%. Why? Because it is what you give a cow that determines what you get from that cow. You see? And farmers don't understand. Genetics don't have much to do with the feeding. It is feeding. Yeah. Feeding for better production, feeding for good health, feeding for conception, feeding for early maturity, feeding for growth. Yeah. Everything it is feeding. Then now comes in the aspect of the good health.
A typical dairy cow's diet consists of forages, grains, and supplements. Forages, such as hay and silage, should make up the bulk of the diet. They provide essential fiber, which aids digestion and helps maintain rumen health.
You see the limping. You see some animals are limping in a herd. It is not necessarily. It could be pelvic arthritis or something to do with bone issues. It could be 70% could be a lack of enough minerals to that animal, because it is the minerals that will contribute in proper bone formation. And remember, an animal will first of all serve its body first so that it can give you the surplus from the body. If you're milking that animal and you're not replenishing what you are taking from her, you are causing harm to her. So it will be a thing of every day. You are just milking but not returning. You are milking, not replenishing. You are milking, not replenishing. You will start depriving the body reserves of that animal, as far as the minerals are concerned, as far as the energy is concerned, as far as the protein are concerned. And some farmers also don't remember, it is not all kind of supplements, like the mineral supplements and the protein supplements and all that. It is not all that you give ad libitum. Ad libitum, I mean, you like silage, you unaeka hata kama ni mlima ng'ombe ya kule mpaka atosheke. By doing so, you will not be economical. You will not be in agribusiness. You'll be totally out. You'll be operating on losses. Totally losses. At least these are supplements that you need to control the quantity. You need to control the feeding. There are some that it's not a must you administer daily. You ought to have a routine on how to administer.
Grains, on the other hand, are a concentrated source of energy. Common grains include corn and barley. While they are essential for high milk production, they should be fed in moderation to prevent metabolic issues.
For the farmers, it becomes quite a challenge to identify the quality of a supplement, if I may say, or a raw material, right? Until you feed it, because once you buy it from the millers, you will not be able to ascertain the quality, right? And that is where I sometimes advise farmers who really want to be in agribusiness. If you can have more of forage protein supplements, kina Lucerne, kina Rupin, kina Desmodium, yeah, at least it will save some cost for you when it comes to the shop concentrates, like kina the ones for buying, kina canola, kina sunflower, kina hizi kununua kwa duka, the ones that are milled. You see, because to some extent it becomes challenging to determine the quality by just looking at it. Nikikwambia ni canola, ni sunflower, nikwambia tell me the quality. Wala, it becomes a challenge, you see. But ile Lucerne yako iko kwa shamba, ile Desmodium yako kwa shamba and such, at least they will those ones you are sure. So hata ukikuja ni hizi za kununua the bought concentrates, at least even if you are not sure of the quality, at least your forage supplements have covered some gap, if there may be any, depending on how you are sourcing your ingredients or your raw materials for your dairy milk. Because once you establish Lucerne, as long as you maintain it, you'll feed it to your cows for as long as even 3 years and above, because you just cut and then some little top dressing with enough rainfall or irrigation, it sprouts again. Desmodium, the same aspect. Rupin, the same aspect. So for me, I tend to go for protein forages more than the concentrates. If I may say personally, personally, I tend to go that route more than the concentrates.
You said just remind us the concentrates.
Akina sunflower, akina cotton, canola, all those. Akina groundnuts.
These requirements can vary based on factors such as age, weight, stage of lactation, and overall health.
One of the feeding strategies, and that is what we use here in Nakuru Girls, it's a challenge feeding. Challenge feeding whereby we give a amount of concentrates according to a particular animal's level of production. An animal that is giving us 10 liters, we cannot give her the same dairy meal with an animal giving us 5 liters, or another one giving us 30 liters. You see, we have to, when that of 5 liters, when she adds 2 liters, we increase a half of dairy milk, right? When it adds another 2 liters, half a kg of dairy milk, until when we shall break even. Nobody is taking there's no loss on our side,
So you don't
and there's no loss.
of the feed.
No. It is the animal. Remember, on pasture feeding, that is the normal grazing, the extensive. A cow is supposed to produce 7 liters in a day without any supplementation. A healthy cow,
That is the freestyle.
yeah, the freestyle, as long as it's healthy, and the pasture for grazing, it's ad libitum, it's enough. You expect not less than 7 liters. So from the 7 liters, that's where we start supplementing. If the cow adds 2 liters to 9 liters, half a kg or a kg, depending on the quality of our dairy milk. If we have done a high yield ration, we do half a kg. If we have done a standard ration, we do 1 kg, so that we also not deprive the animals body reserves. Yeah, and by doing so, it will keep you in business, because remember, too much of something is poisonous. So too much of proteins in a cow, you'll not get what you need. Too much of vitamins, it's even a waste. You see, too much of minerals, some animals even will have milk fever as a result of too much calcium in the body after birth. So you have to balance, and that is why, and that's what keeps you in business as a farmer, because you're not only farming just to get milk for subsistence use, you are doing it for business. So you have to balance what you give to the animals and what you get from the animals. You have to have that production economics aspects, the inputs vis-a-vis the outputs.
In lactating cows, nutritional needs are highest. They require increased energy and protein to support milk production. A lactating cow may need 20 to 30% more energy compared to dry cows.
In every category, as long as you are in business, this has to apply. To a lactating cow, that is what she requires, and give her according to her production. When it is a dry cow, the same. When it's a heifer, the same. But most farmers fail by not, at least for the heifers, once they are about of middle age. Let me talk of as from 6 months, you should at least supplement once in a while, because what you are giving to the mother cow, it is not different from what the heifer needs. Right together, it is not different at all, and in fact, it is an advantageous to the heifer, because you are starting to build the dairy character as it's young. The dairy character, the milk alveolus, the teat systems, yeah, the other ligaments, you are building them as from that young age. So by the time it's being served, be sure that cow will not disappoint you.
In dry cows, nutritional needs shift, focusing on maintaining body condition and preparing for the next lactation. Young female heifers require a diet that supports growth and future milk production. Their needs differ from mature cows, emphasizing a balanced intake of protein and energy.
One of the major nutritional deficiencies in cows is phosphorus and calcium, because one, that cow has bones, they must develop. Number two, it's producing milk. Milk has calcium, has phosphorus. And in fact, the phosphorus and calcium are the major minerals that help a cow to produce milk, and the amount of milk. And also the amount of milk will relate to both of those minerals. So if you are milking the animals every now and then, and you are not giving enough supplementation of minerals, and especially minerals rich in these two macro minerals, calcium and phosphorus, be sure you're going to deprive that animal from those two minerals. And one challenge you're going to encounter, the cow will start limping due to weak bones. If calves are born, they'll be weak because there's no enough minerals for bone formation in the calf. Milk production will start going down. You'll have challenges with retained afterbirth, because afterbirth dropping is also related to the minerals intake by the animal. Yeah. So those two could be the most affected minerals as far as the deficiency of minerals in the body of a cow is concerned. Yeah.
By understanding these requirements, farmers can tailor diets that meet the specific needs of each group, optimizing health and production. There are various types of dairy feeds available. These are forages, concentrates, and supplements. Forages are the backbone of dairy nutrition. The most common forages include alfalfa hay, grass hay, and corn silage.
Number one, and the vital one, it is away from moisture or away from moist conditions, because remember, these are supplements, and they are at a high risk of getting of growing molds and aflatoxins. And you know, when you feed the animal with aflatoxins, you consequently drink it in milk with your consumers. So I can say the storage conditions should be dry, cool, dry place, away from moist conditions. Yes, and away also from maybe try to control rats. Mali chakula ya ng'ombe iko. Just try.
Forages not only provide essential nutrients but also promote healthy rumen function. Concentrates are high-energy feeds that complement forages. They include grains, protein meals, and byproducts such as soybean, meal, and distillers grains.
There is a very positive impact in the dairy feed management in our country as we are talking, because right now in our cultural institutes, we have these sampling machines whereby you take a sample of your local ration. Maybe if you don't trust the market rations, you can have your own. If you have a technical person, you can have your own formula, local formula, and then you are going to make your own dairy milk. And then before you feed it, so that you can be sure what you are giving to your animals, you take for analysis. It is those machines that they will use for analysis, and they will tell you your dairy meal or your local ration, it is this percent protein, this percent energy, this percent minerals, this percent fiber. They will also tell you this formula is good for high yielder, this formula is good for standard. At least it's a good thing, so that at least you know what you are giving to your animals. So even being certified becomes easier. Yeah, you can tell what you are giving to your animals. If any aflatoxins, they will tell you.
Supplements, which are mainly vitamins and minerals, play a vital role in overall health. Calcium, phosphorus, and trace minerals should be supplemented based on forage quality and cow needs. Effective feed management practices are crucial for ensuring cows receive a balanced diet. As a dairy farmer, you need to conduct regular forage testing to analyze nutrient content. This helps in formulating accurate ratios.
The milk records, I believe they are the vital parameters, yeah, because it is the milk, it is the amount of milk produced by a certain cow that will direct you, under the advice of your technical person, on the amount of dairy milk you are going to administer, or you're going to supplement with. You cannot give a 10-liter cow dairy milk 10 kgs. You cannot. It will be totally uneconomical. So it is the milk records that will guide you. Plus the health records. Maybe this cow, the last time it calved down, did it have issues with retained afterbirth? Did it have issues with the dystocia? Dystocia is the difficulty in giving birth. Did it have some complications, right? Did it suffer from milk fever? You see, so that will tell you if that was the last lactation. So in this current lactation, I will have to do this and this and this and this to ensure these do not recur again.
In ratio formulation, use computer programs or consult with a nutritionist to create balanced ratios tailored to your herd-specific needs. Ensure thorough mixing of feed during feed mixing to avoid nutrient segregation. This promotes uniform consumption.
If you are introducing a new ingredient or another variety, you just have to do it gradually. You cannot just introduce it once. If you want to introduce your cows to total mixed ration, TMR, whereby you mix your silage plus some fresh napier plus some hay, some chopped hay, and then with concentrates, all mixed together and then fed to your cows. You just have to make sure that you do it gradually, so that your animals becomes used. But you cannot just introduce something. Be sure you will not get any milk, and you are going to affect even the cow itself. You're going to cause stress. Remember, cows also have stress like human beings. They also get stressed. Yeah. They also get stressed. Yeah.
The production levels go
down. Definitely.
Proper storage prevents spoilage and waste. Implement best practices for feed delivery to maintain freshness and quality. Monitoring cow health and performance is essential. Regularly assess milk production, body condition scores, and overall herd health.
Total mixed ration, it's not common to most farmers, because this is where you have all the forages that you are feeding to your animals and the concentrates together. They are mixed, maybe in a mixer wagon, and maybe some farmers who are trying to enter into that feeding system. They are doing it with spades locally, a cemented floor, or maybe on top of a clean tent. They just have your chopped lucerne, your silage, your chopped hay, and then concentrates on top, and then you mix with a spade, and then once it mixes evenly, it can be fed to the animals. But it's not so common because one, it is technical. That one requires on large scale farmers, but still it saves as far as human resource is concerned. You will not have everybody doing this. You do it once and you have your feeds for the whole day. Maybe it's in the morning. The dynamics is that total mixed ration, you cannot do it. You can do it even for an individual cow. You can do it. The only difference, it's the way to feed the animals. It's the way to feed. Number two, it will not be economical to do it for one cow. It will not be economical. So there's not much difference. It's only the basis of production economics. Yeah.
If you notice declines in production or health issues, it may be time to revisit your feeding strategy. Adjustments might include altering the feed composition, changing feeding schedules, or implementing different feeding methods such as total mixed ratios, TMR, or pasture-based systems.
To be smart, to be in agribusiness, if I may say, twice a day it's enough. During this other time, let the animals rest, regurgitate, drink water as they synthesize milk. Yeah, as they synthesize milk. The only thing you can do, a farmer may opt to supplement with concentrates upon milking, when milking. That's a routine a farmer may introduce to a cow, that during milking, it's when a cow gets its share of dairy milk, a kg, 2, 3, half, yeah, during milking. If the supplementation is not done during feeding, on top of the feeds or the silage or the roughages, it could be done during milking. But that one is a routine a farmer introduces. Yeah, just to tame the animal, maybe to excite it, to bring milk down. Yeah, to at least to provoke the oxytocin hormone that is responsible for milk letdown. Yeah.
Wow. So it's still advisable when milking, at least.
Yeah, at least you kind of kuhonga. Atoe kitu.
In today's dairy farming landscape, technology plays a pivotal role in feed management. Data management systems allows farmers to track feed inventory, cow health metrics, and milk production data.
To minimize waste, number one, proper storage. When you have a proper storage for your concentrates, and not only concentrates, even your roughages, even your forages, like the silage, like the maize stalk, like the hay, like the napier, like the lucerne, just make sure you store well, because once your silage has been stored well, no aflatoxin, no rotting, you will feed to the last bit. Once your dairy meal or your supplements are in good condition, stored well, no moisture conditions, no aflatoxins, because no molds. Remember, when molds grow, it inakuwa kimawe, it becomes a keystone, and there's no way you can crush that stone and give to the animal. Even the smell itself, it's unbecoming. The animal will not eat, and therefore you will encounter losses. So basically, proper storage of your feeds. And number two, make sure that you are conscious of what is in there.
By embracing technology, dairy farmers can enhance efficiency, reduce waste, and ultimately improve profitability.
Cost implications comes in with what constitutes of a certain ration. Because you can have the so-called dairy meal yenye iko na mahindi na sunflower na wheat bran. Yeah, you may have the so-called dairy meal, another lot with sunflower, canola, and cotton. You see, so what constitutes that ration? It's the consequent cost of production or the consequent cost implication. Feeds by themselves, they really help in metabolism, but once the farmer is not conscious of what he or she is feeding to the cows, be sure metabolic disorders will be there. Because if you feed a cow with feeds that are full of aflatoxins, be sure of a metabolic disorder to even bloat and even lose the animal. Indigestion peer could be present. Yeah.
Sustainable dairy feed management also takes into account environmental factors. Efficient feeding can reduce the environmental footprint of dairy farming.
At least make sure you have some enough, and if not enough, some good quantity of forages in your farm. You can have silage, you can have lucerne, you can have desmodium, you can have rupin. By having this, at least you are kind of self-sufficient when it comes to forages. So at least you'll not be so much in the shop buying the concentrates. Yeah. By saying so, I would, unless when you go to more technical aspects of millers and milling, that is the only time you may get some technicalities that may be hazardous to the environment. But at the farm level, no environmental harm.
Remember, every herd is unique. Regularly review your feeding strategies and stay informed about the latest research and advancements in dairy nutrition.
It is broadening, if I can tell you for sure. It is broadening because right now, almost most of the professions in our country, everybody is retiring to a farming project, and most of them, they are doing dairy farming. So you can imagine in the next 20-30 years where the dairy industry will be, and as far as the dairy feeds are concerned. Because if today 50 people had one cow, they were buying 200 kgs of concentrates. Tomorrow, 60 people have one cow. Again, the consumption has gone up. So in the near future, we expect it to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, to make sure that we meet our market demands first in our country. Yeah. You can make your own ration even for a single cow, because the ingredients are all over in the market, and you can get even those that are 10 kgs, 20 kgs, 2 kgs, 3 kgs. You can make a ration formula even for a single cow, 2, 3, and even 1,000 cows. But that's where now we come in, the technical personnel, because you'll need me to give you a ration formula, so that now you can buy the ingredients and come up with a ration. Yeah, farming is a treasure. It's a gold. Especially the youths, let's do farming. It's a hidden treasure.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the dairy feed management practices. For more insights, stay tuned to Imagine Business.